watch time and space rock the great matriarch, whether it's day or dark, creates the spark, ways the heart as I sun ray my art, her make the patriarch. Most social media saviors are fakes. Marks once we make knowledge one is when time and space rock the great matriarch, whether it's day or dark, creates the spark, ways the heart as I sun ray my art, her make the patriarch. Most social media saviors are fakes. Marks once we make knowledge one is when the run and base. I rose up, took a shower, purified my arc field, took copper for a walk to ensure my chlorophyll is pumped. Done some curls for sure, I've more to build. Solid foundation, my crown, chakra core and heel. Pound the pavement, sacred ground, freedom I stand for. Free all political prisoners of war, man or woman and child. Rid the land of all foreign and alien entities. I decree this morning, send them back to whence they came. Is the peace laugh or war cry, whatever the relevant name of each path. Simple, highest form, spiritualities, how you teach math. A humble beast is still a beast. Now feel the beast wrath, rain fire upon them, and the internet forms. Sigils, emojis, and the avatars that wore them. Destroy this de facto government and its quarrels. Establish Big Mom's household, she may restore him. The great matriarch, whether it's day or dark, creates the spark. Waves the heart as I sun ray my art, her make the patriarch. Most social media saviors are fakes. Marks once we make knowledge born is when time and space rock the great matriarch, whether it's day or dark, creates the spark. Raise the heart as I sun ray my art, her make the patriarch. Most social media saviors are fakes. Marks once we make knowledge born is when rhyme and bass drop. The legs post, note to self, quit plan, hit the gas. This shaft is called my turn, take the risk and fast. Most uncompassionated with chips in their ass, plus rappers sacrificing each other for grips of their cash. Sad can't watch videos with other subliminals, predictive programming weirdo, shrunk menstrual shows. The land's contaminated, fruits and vegetables, black minerals, the water and skies I fry. New wave chemicals, technology got me here in front of my desktop, perusing these beasts and whatnot for my best option, contemplating which bar will next spot to unlock the minds that are stuck within a Xbox. Off the chart, I continue to climb, watching the rest flop like carp fishing, 100% fresh shark water. I'm on the front line, X marks the spot. I shine because of her, for she's the best part. The great matriarch, whether it's day or dark, creates the spark. Waves the heart as I sun ray my art, her make the patriarch. Most social media saviors are fakes. Marks once we make knowledge one is when time and space rock the great matriarch, whether it's day or dark, creates the spark. Waves the heart as I sun ray my art, her make the patriarch. Most social media saviors are fakes. Marks once we make knowledge one is when the run and bass drops.
Some goofy shit, man.
All praises to the Most High. All praises to the great matriarch. Honor and respect to our ancestors. Jah, you've always had a father, the author of your flow, with your fire starter, the cause of your glow. But the trail I've blazed, I pray you turn from it. The hell I've raised, I pray you don't burn from it. The work I put in, I pray that you earn from it. The mistakes I've made, I pray that you learn from it. You my splitting image, little darker, little taller. I'm a shot caller, though you just a little baller. Latif, I'm still teaching you like he got yang. My he reaching you despite me lock and chain. Black you speaking true, do ignite lots of pain. I feel the releasing of lightning and drops of rain from the sound cloud. You sound like me, the crown sprout, but unlike me, son, you haven't turned down loud. A smoke screen which surrounds you, shrouds your sound. My shout allow your genius to astound the crowd. You my beloved, you scintillate profusely. You my beloved, you resent fate foolishly. You my beloved, do ventilate truthfully. You my beloved son, and who I'm well pleased. Okay, shall we? Your vision is resplendent, my descendant when filming your intuition extends. The lenses felt when you're Cinematographic flashes of your scripted class. Get your inner magic, dramatic action mixed with vivid aspects mastered. Surpasses the average class, stretches the facet through the scope of life's Kodak UC classic. The question you have is mathematics, please ask it. Son, Earth's a classroom, so put your hand up. At last, boom, you already knew the answer. I pray to God to give me another chance for the love of my life, my wife, just a romancer. In the misconception, no time for second guessing. It's that saying you knew who was who through a reflection that she showed you of me many years ago. Special features presentation appears to show you my beloved. You scintillate profusely, you my beloved.
Machine.
You resent fate foolishly, you my beloved. Do ventilate truthfully, you my beloved son, in whom I'm well pleased. Now Samuel, I am your found for show that the signal is inscribable or deprogrammable. From a look up to a lion, not of my bloodline. Don't give a damn, don't love you, as if you was mine. I'll be the first. Forgive me for my absence. The Most High sat me down to learn patience through abstinence. Amongst other lessons, perfect my craft and talents. Balance of our legacy.
Well, I got it right here. What's the problem? That's just over.
Face adversity, overcome all challenges. Generational wealth for the next generation to us. Can't make the same mistakes of past tenses there. Let's create an after we've cried, relavish this type of atmosphere. Redirect that fire, recalibrate the energy to propel us higher. And sovereign, opulent, autochthonous species. I look at all three of my sons. On God, I see you, my beloved. You scintillate profusely, you my beloved. You resent fate foolishly, you my beloved. Do ventilate truthfully, you my beloved sons in whom I'm well pleased.
And my music, and a lot of this music, it's only talking about the suppressed rising. I mean, the oppressed rising up against the oppressor. That's all. That's what my music's about. The oppressed rising up against the oppressor. So the only people that's scared are the oppressors. The only people who could have any harm coming to them are those who oppress. Simple as that.
3 pound pressure, no weight lesser. Drop the oppressor, need no surrender. 3 pound pressure, no weight lesser. Drop the oppressor, need no surrender. 3 pound pressure, no weight lesser. Drop the oppressor, need no surrender. 3 pound pressure, no weight lesser. Drop the oppressor, need no surrender. It's time for a change, got a bounce up. The oppressor's about to get tossed up. I'ma lay him out, execution style. Too late for the apologetic claim. You wrapped in a cloak of flame by God, it's overdue. Your time is to the end. I'm Josh silent without sin. He put me on the better with justice to win. The oppressor's about to get rolled down. With suppressors attached to the war zone. Revolution can start in the Arizona. I'm a messenger prophet like Ericon. Backed by the honorable, who sits at the pinnacle. Who judges the hypocritical, cynical, and the political sinful. My thinking is critical. I'm just ventilating of the actions of the protected service. Quick to pull the Glock blast and kill this. Don't take any type of skill. I'm ill of all citizens who haven't took a stand. Over meals too late when the caps get pills. Don't believe the GC type. Going hits close to home. You gotta act the bone when it got the dome. When it's on the zone. All red of my vision through sight. It's killer be killed whenever I write. From above I've been given the right. So you better be ready to ride tonight. On the way to the dawn daylight. We gon' run them all. So gon' pass the kite. 3 pound pressure. No weight lesser. Drop the oppressor. Need no surrender. 3 pound pressure. No weight lesser. Drop the oppressor. Need no surrender. 3 pound pressure. No weight lesser. Drop the oppressor. Need no surrender. 3 pound pressure. No weight lesser. Drop the oppressor. Need no surrender.
This world is such a, and when I say this world, I don't mean in an ideal sense. I mean in every day, every little thing you do. It's such a, gimme. Everybody back off. You know, everybody's like, you taught that from school, everywhere. Big business, you want to be successful, you want to be like Trump, gimme, push, step, crush. That's how it all is, and it's like, nobody ever stopped.
Yo, what's good? What's good? Let's get it. I know it's a little late. We gotta head up. We gotta head up out of here. I gotta put some socks on. You know what I'm saying? I gotta put on my Ascends. Oh man. So how's it going, everybody? As you see, I don't like listening to this worthless media. And I don't want to be all negative and negate all that foolishness today. I hope I can do this in a way that, you know, challenges you to think about some things, you know, and you know what I'm saying, like something that's, I would hope, first of all, I would hope that you're all looking for some positivity. So I hope that it gets you to ascend in your thought and your perceptions on things. If it doesn't, then it doesn't, you know what I mean? But so as you heard, Netanyahu, I have a video on my below showing you that he's not who he says he is. It's far from it. Some of his background, this guy is a beast. Anyway, and then most of the people there, I actually know a couple people that went from New York who were recognized as pedophiles. So I actually know a couple. This guy named Daniel, I don't know if he changed his name, but he was definitely a pedophile in Brooklyn. And this other one in Manhattan. So they, you know, that was a while ago. So obviously there's a whole bunch of them. But regardless of all that, so supposedly they struck Qatar. Listen here, this agenda thing, he's part of it, just like most of the presidents are. Even that North Korean idiot is part of it. Okay. Yes, South Korea. You know, they had riots not too long ago over there about some of the things they were suggesting doing. Look at Hong Kong, when they gave it over to China supposedly, and the fact that they want to get Taiwan, this, that, and the other, and yet you had Taiwan fighting with was it Cambodia or whatever not too long ago. They say it's still skirmishes. You have Myanmar with Papua New Guinea encroaching. There's a mindset, and there's all the other ones that you know nothing about. There's plenty of them. And then what is really going on? Is it really happening, or is all UK, all these so-called UK and so-called America and all these places? Is it just something to build the energy up to make people believe it's happening when there's just outright murder that's taking place? And you know who controls the media? The fictional Zionists. And what's even more shocking is every time, and look, my light-skinned folks that are here watching, I want you to really pay attention, because I know you're sick and tired of some of your people, as dumb as they are. I mean, I've always been tired of my people who are being betrayed by, it doesn't matter who and how, but certain black folk, and I'm calling them black because they are dead in law. Jesse Jackson is a Cherokee card holding member, for those who don't know it. But and you can see how things are laid out. How are the deals made? Who knows? How the perversions, are they that deep? Maybe so. But what I wanted to add, I don't see how like the Kirk thing. I said we're gonna talk about it no more, but you got to think about all the actors that are involved. You know, these people grow up, they're in their 30s, and they're brought into this field. A lot of them ex-special forces, obviously, and you would think that they'd be better than that. But you know, if you want to dehumanize somebody, have them go kill people, have them look at it, and then show them things they don't know, and then say this is the reason why. And you could probably pretty much get anybody on board, or those who have been groomed, we say underground. Doesn't necessarily literally mean underground, but under your nose, meaning that you don't know what's going on under the ground. All right, or you don't know what's going on around you. Now, regardless of that, this is nothing new. All right, believe me, it's nothing new. Trump and everybody's acting like I didn't know. First of all, you see these people walking around in the streets and everything else, M4s, full auto, and these are the same bastards who are trying to take your Second Amendment rights. The problem here, though, in this country is you have too many pale skins who actually think they're great. Now, I've commented on people's videos and said, oh, are you part of the problem or you think you're great? You really believe in some white fictional superiority? I think a lot of people starting to realize they've been lied to. But the problem is, how do you get so far and never do the research? That's why I say you got to look at those who have created and those who have not, and have been given a way to look at things. I was watching this young Mexican brother who's mixed or whatever, right? He speaks certain tongues, languages that is not Spanish. Because what a lot of people don't know is in the so-called country Mexico, there's a lot of Arabs, which could be considered Moors, a remnant of whitewashed Berbers, New Age like Spaniards who conquered or forced the Moors out. Because you can remember, the Moors weren't defeated by some Pelicans, they were defeated by black Berbers. That's right, and a few other people. It seems like once the war is over, they always move in this group of individuals and rape women and make these new people, and they give them old world knowledge that is half-ass fictional, but y'all don't know nothing about that, so we'll leave that be. Excuse my language. All right. Sex farms were a real thing. They still are. In that place they want to call Africa so bad, and the ignorance of those over there claiming to be African. We got a lot of our people that are over there that claim to be African. They're just too stupid to know it. They run the UK, get some degrees. Yes, they teach history. You know, you would think with them in UK they would go to the museums and see the real. This stuff is still there. Leonidas, so I think he showed some stuff. We got people who have been over there in the last couple of years who have showed in the museums like who we are. You can't make this level of stupidity up, as incredulous as it is. But you have an enemy. It's not a big number. All right. You have an enemy. I don't like saying that word, but the truth is, the truth is the truth. If you didn't, you wouldn't be going through this, every one of you. And not getting off of the topic of this Pelicans, y'all just, they're using you to create more of a problem and dilemma, all right, for those who come across who are not part of the tribe, who don't really understand and refuse to research things. And that's what they do. They use you. First of all, how are we going to be in the so-called great country of America and these bastards are censoring people and permissibly so to be able to get away with it, unless it's for Trump's campaign and all this other bullshit. They build up a problem, then they come back and fix it with a solution, and everybody thinks it's for them, and it's not. I'm riding around in Arizona, and all I see is these face recognition goddamn cameras, and these people think they're regular cameras. They're too stupid to know better. Like I said, when the ones who do know, and I watch a lot of videos. When it comes to informative things, I look up cameras, videos, face recognition, blah, 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 streets, why they're there. There ain't no drug problems here. And it's always the same thing. All right? Nobody wants to believe that it's that serious. It's never that serious. Yet they see everything laid out. My issue is, why is it nobody's really calling things for what it is? Why are people having a hard time with trajectory? Seeing it, paying attention to it, and dealing with it. You know why? Because a lot of y'all still harbor hateful sentiments for no reason other than that it's been put in your damn DNA. The ignorance is far too high. I just watched this dumbass black girl in Texas on a college campus get arrested because they rage baited her. But I gotta say this about you liberals that come from California. Y'all are some of the dumbest sons of bitches I've ever seen in my existence. Well, liberals, period. You really are. Y'all are incredibly friggin' stupid. And I wish one of y'all would say something and do all that rage and carrying can shit with me, because I'll eat your ass for breakfast. Now I'm saying that, and then no excuse the language. I'd eat your goofy asses for breakfast, because y'all are a goofy group of people who are misled by a bunch of dumb, black, so-called educated, pointless, intelligent intellectuals who are just as dumb as fucking a box of rocks misplaced from the soil and the land they need to be on. Very much so. And anybody calling themselves black, y'all and white, steer clear of them, y'all. If they call themselves Spanish, stay clear to fuck them. First of all, that's a language. That is not a fucking people. People 5-10 years ago, majority of Spanish-speaking people didn't fucking even know that. Now it's being used so they can change it and manipulate it. No hate, obviously, but When we're in school, we're being groomed and conditioned into that foolish dichotomy of thought. I went in the military knowing who I was, family and everything, and I researched and I, traveling around the world, I wouldn't find out. I went to play. Anytime they said red light, stay away from there. You want to stay around the hookers and the window holders and all the alcohol and the drugs, but you don't want to go outside. I said, you know what? These crackers is dumber than a motherfucker. I will not call you Caucasians. Y'all literally became Caucasians in 1943, and when I said that in high school, them motherfuckers blew the roof off the tube. What do you mean? First of all, they're not white. You're not Caucasian. You're not none of that shit. But hey, who am I to say when I infuriated so-called intelligent fucking teachers and professors even in college? And then when you throw the facts, and then they go, well, that's what we call them now. We ain't black. They have a hard time accepting the fact that who we are because of what these fake-ass Zionist fucks in Hollywood, booty fucking monkeys have done. All right, these low cretins who are conditioned and made to be the dumb fucks they are, right? What they have done, conditioning y'all into a world of lies. That is not Egypt. Libya, that's not even. First of all, this is Negro land. Let's get that fucking out. Let's get Negro fucking land. That is, they've been changing names, nigga. I showed West Side, I showed punk ass ganja. I showed all these people, and nobody believed it. When I said, look, they were looking at a number of places before they even looked at Philistine, because they knew they couldn't do that shit here because this is the true land of Judea. They knew they couldn't do it over in certain places of Africa. They knew they couldn't. West Side went and he researched it. Because West Side's gonna say, he was like, I don't know if this is real. He came back. Y'all saw we had a podcast. He says, Red said, yeah. There were 7 places before. And I said, yeah. I knew that a long time ago. So they settled upon the land, and now they got all these fucking converts to something they have no knowledge of. I was over there. Them motherfuckers were eating ham sandwiches and goddamn and food. They ain't creating none of it. All the food stolen from us all over. Bagels. Man, I ain't gonna get into fucking bagels. And y'all, majority, you have no clue because you settled in comfortable ignorance with everything that's laid out before you because your mammies and your pappies ain't fucking know. And if they did, they just kept quiet. Your grandmammies and grandpappies didn't know. And if they did, they just kept quiet. They were comfortable. You know, it's funny how you take the original people and you make them feel some kind of way. Come on, motherfucker. And you put them in a law, you suppress them. Well, how do you suppress a great number of people? First of all, it wasn't done by some white folks because war, police, and dropping bombs. That was just testing to see how Negroes would react. And like I said, in Philly, most of those Negroes were pussies. I don't care how tough you think motherfuckers is, because you got a couple rappers got shot and murdering each other, and a few other things in the Black Panther fucking goofy movement. What I'm saying, Fred Hampton's son running around with just Marcus Garvey shit. Fred Hampton knew he wasn't from no goddamn Africa. This is the shit we're dealing with. You were betrayed by your own fucking people. Bunch of pussies. Cabbage Patch children inserted. Infiltration, always some worthless ass nigga. It's like with the pale skins. I don't mind them infiltrating the dumbass races, but sometimes they get in there and they show them another way of doing things. Right now, you still have people talking about Kirk and all that bullshit, right? Excuse my language, but not. That's FBI again. All these motherfucking agencies are ran by the goddamn Zionists. I'm not denoting that the fact they got good people in there, but y'all keep holding on to all this shit like it's something that it's supposed to be. Like, you know, we got 3 people watching now, can't even hit the like. They don't even know what the fuck they looking at. They're just sitting here thinking that, oh, bygones by bygones, and pass be pass, or they running another test, or they need to see and listen, and oh, I'm sitting in the office with my little goofy ass badge, sitting there like a fucking retard. When we heard this guy's capable of doing something, everybody's capable of doing what I can do. But these motherfuckers really think they're it. You know, this balance I keep talking about, because I don't like talking all this goofy shit. I don't think y'all get it when I say balance. I think y'all think that it's teeter-totter or some shit. You know, we sit there and popping up and down. No. The balance is these motherfuckers have a choice. And if they decide where they stay and where they're at, well, good. Oh, fucking well. Not my problem. And if they don't want to believe and they want to believe, first of all, knowledge means you don't lack information. You don't lack intuitiveness. You don't lack. A lot of people think pain's always the answer. Oh, that shit ends sooner or later. Let me help y'all out with something. There's a pain greater than y'all can even comprehend. Fuck what our ancestors were capable of doing and walking through things and this, that. Maybe some of them are putting a test on and nobody knows it. I'm always going to suggest things that are outside your norm. I have a story to tell, right? You're gonna sit there, you three little incompetent dumb fucks, and not hit the like? Hold on. I think they think it's about the like. Stupid. Remember I said everything is what they call energy and frequencies, and like pixels, like looking at a screen that is all black and white dots, and even more so, even a color spectrum, they use this term spectrum. I guess they think they're always untouchable. Do you really know what the breath is? See, y'all really don't know. That's why I was showing you that you can hold your breath and reset as well. Just like fasting. What is fasting? It means abstaining. To not breathe is to abstain. Are you really breathing? Well, some will say, we water tortured. You water tortured. First of all, torture, if that's what you got to use, that means you're not going to significantly get the answer you're looking for, because the drive is your persona of stupidity, no matter what level. This will be a labios from the, this is information. Now, if they want to keep fucking around, and I said I'm not here to do nothing. I'm here for a short time. We can fuck around. We can make it a mutual agreement. Because y'all don't know how to listen, because this is to them. They're so fucking dumb and perverted. That's the only simple word I can say, perverted. I don't give a fuck who they shoot, what they make you believe, what you watch, cantina wire, whatever, the walls, whatever, don't mean a goddamn thing to me. But these motherfuckers keep running in and running out and running out and running in like conflicted confusion. So set in their steed, like they're learning something. Now, back to you guys. These monkeys are not going to stop. I want to repeat to you. I'm not saying it because I'm convincing you that they're not. You don't want them to stop. And trust me, you don't want them to. Well, at least I don't. Then it would fuck up a whole lot of things. I want to see them keep going, pushing forward, making believe in shit that ain't real, and doing things that is outside of what they should be doing. This land is Negro land. Shit, all lands we converted, changed, and built and manipulated. There are giants, whether they're fucking 7 feet or 20 or 30. It doesn't mean a goddamn thing. There's a reason why my ancestors were giant killers, but we'll get into that. I got a story to tell. And it doesn't go nowhere. Oh, they're very aware of it. It's like something kicks on at the right moment or right time. It doesn't matter what's done. I know none of you looked at the stories or read any of them, because you're still following a bunch of fucking fake-ass Mongolian inserts. I don't even like calling them Mongolian, all right? Because they're not. But my boy Dinji, he informed me of so many fucking things. I don't even know if the brother's still alive. He made me aware of a whole lot of things. Just like everybody else all around Edinburgh, Scotland. Y'all still saying y'all can't find the thing with 12 drinks in Scotland? Why don't you go back to the 70s and 80s? What was a traditional drink in Edinburgh, Scotland that comprised of 12 different shots? See, y'all don't even know how to word things. I should have put 70s or 80s because it might not. AI is a dumb fuck. A specific tradition of drinking 12 different liquor shots in Edinburgh is not a formal or widespread cultural practice. It appears to be a modern pub challenge or drinking game rather than a historical tradition rooted in Scottish. Actually, it is. This dumb fuck doesn't know nothing. They want to get rid of it because it comes with something. Scottish culture. It may be a variation of a different popular pub crawl challenge like the 12 pubs of Christmas, to which it was the winner, and it had nothing to do with fake ass Christian. These not religious individuals, these maces, 90, 87, you know, the ones that I drink. And once the second time around in the shepherd's pie, I learned shit that I never wanted to know. Then I realized I already knew it, and I just had to be incited to know it. And then when I came back to this land, they know who we are. Oh, and they knew so much other things. And now I'm not a league to say. Not everybody was fortunate or afforded to do this. It was select individuals. Remember, I expressed to y'all Chief in the first class, and a couple other people on Lieutenant Command, or Lieutenant JG, were the ones that took me there. And we're talking about Vietnam and Korean War type vets, like old guys. You gotta remember, this is the 80s, okay? I mean, Vietnam only ended what, 10, 11, 12 years prior to that? Come on, babe. People will be wise, and then be wiser than the motherfuckers around. Hey, Tom, T-Bone, Brad Hunter, what's going on? Machellian, and come the dumb names again. But anyway, respect. Gina Noel, Millennial, what's up, mama? They just can't help themselves. And as you see right now, there are a lot of things going on that I knew about a long time ago. We were afforded the knowledge that these things would happen. Not everything, because things change all the time. But they have this world of whiteness where they think that everything was white. You know, first of all, are you that fucking dumb, my pale skin friends? No, I just want to know, because that's what it's showing. This is what these Zionists, they lean on the fact that y'all don't know shit. And then in regards to the fall and manipulation of DNA and everything else, whether it is or not, it is. Y'all can't get beside yourselves because you're still holding on to this parameter of you being great. How the fuck is that working out? How do people accomplish nothing? That never done anything, built anything, but chaos and wanting to fight when we had treaties that aren't with no goddamn Mongolians. The treaties were with fucking us, that are not held up to at any way, shape, or form. You know, I was watching this couple of these Mongols, Native Americans talking about a treaty. Them people were looking at her like she was, and the guy like they were fucking retarded. Oh yeah, this is what they do. Yeah, we're gonna give you money, and that's all they fucking, and they're good. See, with us, it's more than that. It's about the land, it's about the air, the water, and everything. Oh yeah, iron. What's that motherfucker, ionized Cody, whatever the fuck, the 1970s with the crying and shit, fake as a senior motherfucker. Well, there are records and videos showing most of you motherfuckers coming over on a goddamn, to Ellis Island in the 1920s and even before that in the 1980s and 90s. I keep telling them, I've told them, someone researched and realized, oh shit. And they go and talk to their grandma, why you lied to him? Why you lied to him? And the grandma sitting there, well, we were told certain things we couldn't say. Literally saw it, Navajo Reservation. So anyone want to come and debate with me and argue, it's I love that shit. Told you my great grandma, Bettina Lee, worked at an Indian training school for a couple of years and said, fuck that. She said, them goddamn nuns are the most wickedest motherfuckers she ever seen. They had them far off on places where most people didn't even know existed, in our old science buildings and shit like that. They used them and created these crazy places because they were driving people mad. And they were murdering all these Mongolian children who they stole from their parents, was they needed them out here to, you know, fight. They were fighting us. Yeah, Oklahoma and everywhere. These goddamn right. Before y'all became these so-called Native American movement and everything else, you were fighting us, motherfuckers. Anyway, that's why, even though I respect those who learn the truth and they're mixed, the majority of them, I have no respect for you motherfuckers. You're less than 10% of 1%. Like, we give a fuck. But you're not an enemy. But you keep carrying yourselves like you are. So you come across this, what the fuck you get in the business. I know a lot of Spanish-speaking brothers who are Lebanese, Pakistani. Oh man, I know so many, and they claim Puerto Rican, they claim Mexican, they claim Chilean, they claim Peruvian. It has been like that because all those individuals, when they conquered those lands, came here to conquer. They got away with a lot of stuff, but not a lot. Because see, when I was going through so-called South America, I was finding niggas everywhere. And they knew they were from here. Why is the motherfuckers that come up here want to be white? You get so far. I'm grateful for the change. I'm grateful for the brothers and sisters who realize, oh shit. Why the fuck you want to be up here and act like a fucking idiot? Because we got a handful of dumb Negroes, those who will defend you, those who will fight on the other side, and those who don't give a fuck about nobody, not even themselves. That's a small minority. You know, music has always influenced. You've heard certain people in the music industry say they know that this music, they want certain things done because they know the words are powerful and it spells. Lil Wayne them came out with faggot ass, what's the motherfucker's name? The faggot who was part of the whole thing with the tattoos on their face. All of a sudden I started seeing tattoos on everybody's goddamn face. We're not even talking about the Maori, the original Maori, not the hybridized of these people who came to conquer all the lands with the pale skin designers, as they always manipulate people, all right? Hindu, whatever the fuck you want to call them. It's the same thing. And the only way they can do it, by cheap shots, making treaties, stop fighting because we're losing the people, getting women. Oh, we used to be big on trading women, you know, for favors. And when we started to fall, and the raping and the stealing of women, taking them overseas, the lands they've conquered. When I told motherfuckers about London Bridge had buildings, the last retreat of our people, and we built Big Ben and all that, they said, you crazy. But then they go on research, they go, wait a minute, oh shit, they got drones stuff with buildings all over and castles on the London Bridge. But they don't want you to know that truth. But black folk all down there shaking and jumping around because it's the fall of our great land. I told you, Europe is named after a fucking Algonquin queen, but nobody wanted to hear that. But now people are going, if that's the case, oh, maybe the Algonquins was white because you got these dumb fucking Mongols from the Alaska trade of Russia and America, fake ass America, these Zionists, which didn't really happen that way. And the Inuit books, the first two I had nothing but melanated dark motherfuckers, like the motherfucker that went to North Pole the farthest, running around talking about, I'm Algonquin, I speak, I'm done, and they ain't. Some are whitewashed, but they're not the majority. And these motherfuckers is running around low-skirting as if it's supposed to maintain itself. When the people start finding the truth and the facts, how long do you think before these motherfuckers know the spark ignites? I want to sit at the top of a mountain and watch it all because it's going to be magnificent. Never ever done that before? Perhaps so, perhaps not. I told you I remember things. Hell, they could have made a deal with me, but these motherfuckers are too stupid. Simeon Motoko sound familiar? Whether it be a lie or not, right? Who would know? Majority of them people are long fucking gone, right? Throughout history and stories, even in the Choctaw, it was known many would fall. They didn't mind because they knew how it would end. All of it. They didn't mind. There was no fear. I'm just glad I'm not them. I am so glad I am fucking not them. Oh my goodness. Anyway, I am not a warn. I didn't come to warn anybody. I didn't come back into this world being lying, shot up with goofy shit. Because you know when this is what I was told by certain individuals. I'm not saying it's the truth. Let's say for entertainment and educational purposes. So I hope I enter you and contain you for a moment to give you something that may be conceptualized as information for educational purposes. They get the baby sent. They've already done the blood work. They know certain things that you don't know. They have targeted receptor shots that regardless of what they call, that they apply to certain individuals, whether from a memory, blase, or those they need to subjugate and put experimental shit in. I don't know what to think of that. I don't know whether to believe that or not. What do you think? And the show must go on, right? Well, see, when they first started, let me tell you something about this fake-ass Rockefeller monkeys. These motherfuckers were nothing but an experiment. That's all I'm gonna say to that. That's right. Your Carnegies, your Rockefellers, and your Hawk, all Pepes, all these motherfuckers were no more than a goddamn experiment, regardless of how and when and where. Then they perverted them and made you an experiment, a recent experiment per se. But it's what they call the long draw with the long barrel for the shortest reach. So the way proximity close, when you pull the trigger, you don't miss. All right, anyway, you got me. Damn, they're stupid. So you watch the motherfuckers with Kirk and all these other things. If you want to do that to fool the people, these are individuals. See, y'all think that being trained on the ground and then being leased upon the people has always been that way. Like they wouldn't do what they've been trained to do. These motherfuckers have been trained to do, and as your so-called technology keeps increasing, that's what the fuck they're gonna keep doing. Because they've got to get to a certain position before everything else. Like I stated, somebody said, what do you mean? People are gonna start dropping dead. Man, listen, they could be underground and wait motherfucking 20, 40 years and be well off while all your bones are fucking turning to goddamn white powder and shit in the sun, motherfuckers. Y'all have no fucking clue, do you? How do you get rid of 7-point-something billion motherfuckers? You think wars are going to do it and so-called nuclear weapons? I keep telling you, stop listening to our pale-skinned brothers and sisters. They're really fucking stupid. Not all, but the fucking majority. That's like the brother in New York, right? Whooping this little immigrant or Puerto Rican's ass, right? Because it's fucking with him. Put a gun on him. Well, something to that band. So the dumb bitch runs up behind him and stabs him in the back. She's part of the problem, the nuclei, as everybody stated that was on there. He turned around and got the goddamn woo-wop he had and blew her motherfucking woo-wop out. Righteously so. And should have fucking blew her head off. I don't advocate violence, but you want to stab one of my people? You want to put a badge on and shoot one of my people? You want to harvest their organs because of a tag in California and certain other places, so you go out there and mitigate by looking at the license and pull that person over and murder them and say, oh yeah, this is what happened, so you can harvest the organs? You motherfuckers ain't got a chance in anything of survival or existence anywhere else, but what you will get is me looking at your dumb ass face. You're gonna get it. I don't give a fuck what they tell you, what the thing coming or whatever the fuck, it don't matter. I don't like talking about the ancient. I don't like. All of you are ancient, but you just don't fucking know it yet. Those stupid motherfuckers. The flies jump around me when I start getting excited like that. You stupid motherfuckers. Oh my God. You're gonna learn the hard way. It ain't my problem. You made your dumb ass decisions. All you niggas that keep letting one another down, making promises, guarantees, you don't really know. I told you everyone has a choice. And yeah, you're part of an experiment, a test group, a study group, and it's kind of well known who's going to do what. And we keep seeing the same fucking thing over and over. The betrayal, all that dumb stuff. And some would say, oh yeah, I don't have a problem with light-skinned folk. Obviously, I know too many good ones. Y'all should be fortunate for that case. Not the fact that I'm half German. You gotta remember, it's black and white German. It's not, you know, for you crayon-colored dumb simps. But it don't matter what you say. Some of these motherfucking melanated knuckleheads, you show them black is dead in the law, blah blah blah. They're still gonna follow these little wonton African Bambata type fucking weird fucks and still hold on to that because they think that's the last bastion. They can change it like the word nigga. I can't stand none of it, but I'm using it because it's a symposium for something else. It's like having y'all sit there in the amphitheater while I'm up on the stage orchestrating something. And I know a lot of you are going to have a hard time changing that, regardless of how many you have. Thank goodness there's a lot of younger people who are starting to realize that. And stop calling yourselves mixed. Even though I use that vernacular, stop calling yourselves fucking mixed. I am so fucking done with all that dumb goofy shit. I've been using family heritage and genealogy to prove something. But most people are very unaware because they're caught up in the black and white and the brown, this brown bullshit. I am so fucking done with the stupid. Ruddy was always utilized for us, just like brunette was not a fucking hair color. It was our people expressing them in Europe. See, when you know shit and you start expressing it, the dumb motherfuckers, they come around, they come on this land, this ancient fucking land of civilized fuckingization. I hate that word, but the true old world. And they sit here, age of superior, once in the tactiles of information and the Republic of Tartary, and they want to eradicate that and make you think, oh, George, Prussia, and you got these goofy pale skins and these dumb black motherfuckers come, and they're the lineage, not all, to keep pushing the bullshit as if it's going to be functional until they get to a certain point. You don't have to prove nothing. See, I keep expressing to y'all to stop worrying about what the fuck they're doing and maintain your mainstay frame of thinking here. I got videos showing you can arrest a goddamn police officer. Yes, you sure can. There are things they're not supposed to do. There's not supposed to be no booking. That's bullshit. You're supposed to go see a magistrate right off the fucking back. But because you got all these dumb fucking fake Jew fucks who don't give a fuck about nothing, they're not Jews. They're not Semitic, they're not the language Hebrew, they're not from Jacob or whatever the fuck you want to call it. That's all our shit. No matter how they've spun it. The language they speak, that Yiddish shit they're trying to prove it is not Aramaic, it is not Hebrew, it is not even cuneiform, which is not a fucking verbal language. But y'all bought into the fake Hollywood whiteness. And then the motherfuckers got the nerve to be walking around in the streets of Philly and New York, this, that, and want to argue with them Hebrew Israelites. You better leave them motherfuckers alone. I ain't talking about the betraying motherfuckers. And I'm so tired of them with that Rim Fam goddamn story and that up, eyes above, so below. Regardless of what truth it is, I'm so fucking done. Y'all need to be out there asking the real question instead of the actors coming and playing a role. Say, why are you wearing the star of Rim Fam? And then them to say, no, this is where we found it. This is why we wear it. While they're wearing like the goddamn Shaolin monks with big ass leather. I'm like, put the 9 rings on, right? Boom, 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 get your Wing Chun on. You know what I'm saying? They're so full of shit. Unless they embark on actually the light of truth, not regurgitating every fucking singularity of verbiage in that goddamn book. Because these motherfuckers, none of them speak Algonquin, none of them can go back and get the Muskegon language and read the original fucking book. They're all full of shit. But if they're reading it and breaking it down with guidance, and the white man was burning all that other goofy shit, Because anytime they say black and white, you should really, really look at them and say, man, you got to be fucking kidding me. For those who are aware of when these things were created by the very people who created the new identities and everything else. There's a purpose and a reason behind it. I have a story to tell. They can censor and throttle this all they fucking want. It ain't gonna stop me. It ain't gonna stop the throttling of their ass. Their so-called spirit, their light. They're not gonna escape. When these things take over their bodies, right, and they drop, I'm going to see you dumb motherfuckers whether you like it or the fuck not. And it ain't that far off. Not at all. For those who believe in some goofy ass time. It's like going to sleep and waking up and going, and like in 20 minutes going, what? That is beyond the scope. And these motherfuckers who are fucking with things are very aware of this. I said a long time ago, leave me alone. I said, let me be. I have nothing to say. Told you they're stupid. And it wasn't going to stop whatever was going to happen. When I say stupid, do y'all know what I'm linear? Do you know what I mean when I say stupid? Somebody put my Cashapp up, please. Hey, Sharon, what's up, mama? Noodles, appreciate it. What's going on, fam? I don't find no reverence in the walk of the two-steppers today. The prophets are still here. They never left. They just learned how to be a little more silent and move in a different light. Oh, they're fucking here. The prophets have always been here. Hey, Thumb, appreciate you, beloved. The prophets are always here. Even with the disregard by these idiots to run around painting themselves as something they're not. And the prophets can question them and say shit to them and fuck their heads up left and right. I know I can. I'm not here for that because I just want to enjoy a little bit of this shit. This is funny. While they're trying to make it tough and all that other dumb shit. Dumb motherfuckers can't make it past color. We want to go look at their platforms and stuff. First of all, that's illegal. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. If you go to get a job or fill out some application and they get your information and go and look at what you got to say on any platform, it's fucking illegal. And anyone of them playing a part in that because they have racism and this, that, and the other, and they want to make sure that it's illegal. But it shows how stupid they are. And I can't wait until we cross them crossroads. You know, that talisman? They've already sacrificed. They already made the relationship to do themselves in. I don't have nothing to do with that, y'all. It's just the way the fuck it is. I didn't throw the pitch. I didn't stand at the batter's mound and swing the motherfucking bat hoping to get a strike or a walk. Nigga, y'all hit the fucking home run. So goddamn smart in your whiteness. I can't stand this crayon color shit. And there's so many light-skinned or pale-skinned brothers tell you, oh, James, he loves us, man, more than anything, and like true family. My Chinese, we're going to use the terms of today. My Chinese, my Hindu brothers, my Arab brothers, my Spanish-speaking brothers, sisters. I got too many for the term love. I am eternally bonded to, and I respect them more than you can imagine. So I'm speaking on terms of y'all's free speech shit. Well, you gotta claim free speech when it's your mouth and your asshole and take a shit with. You mean to tell me there's really motherfuckers out here? Somebody showed me some videos, and I think I saw one where these dumb motherfucking bobbies are running around in England, these new age dumb fucks, and they're arresting people because what motherfuckers say on fucking Facebook. You got to be, these motherfuckers are that stupid with that fake ass crown and fake king and everything over there. Are you serious? These bastards want you to feed it energy. That's why they doing it, because a lot of energy is being pulled back. You still have the motherfucking actors and actresses. Don't feed into the shit. I've already said it. I don't have to say it again. But if you're going to feed into it and get caught up into it, go right ahead. You know, when I was talking about Kirk the other day, everybody thought that I was really like, oh, ethically. Morally, it's wrong, right? Anyone's life being taken. But it was very graphic. It was meant for you to see it because that's a way to get powerful energy. And I went back and read the comments, and I knew that's what was going to happen. Then I put up another video showing it was very questionable. I have like 4 more, maybe more, I don't know. And I'm going to put those up. That's going to raise a question about a lot of things. I have a video showing these certain individuals that act on from the Jersey Shore shooting to everything, that these fake Zionists and these fake Jews, woman every town, gun safety, whatever, all these fraudulent motherfuckers who are not really even citizens, for you citizen motherfuckers, and how y'all keep debating and arguing with these Bloomberg paid, this fake Jew Bloomberg motherfucker who pays these motherfuckers with all that fucking fiat that they stole from y'all out of New York to keep doing this shit because he's part of the fucking problem too. Koch, I see the niggas marking with on Wiener, and I'm like, you are some of the dumbest, most worthless motherfuckers I've ever seen. But y'all making your bet. I bet even I, regardless, would not want to lie. When will the world snap about their little frenzy and realize some things that are very possible? First of all, they shouldn't have been messing with the American Negro. I hate I'm saying that for those who don't know. The so-called Negro. We know America is not the name of this land, and Negro you are not. Yet, they have enough dumb motherfuckers because they want shit destroyed. And these stupid motherfuckers have no idea. I don't give a fuck if they made it to 32 degree or whatever the fuck. They have no idea what the fuck's coming. Besides what they're trying to bring back. But they have no other idea. That's how stupid y'all are, you pale-skinned dumb fucks running around in costumes. And then everybody wants to emulate them. Never accomplished, never built, never done anything. Didn't invent shit, didn't make anything better. And you think that you was doing it because it's the great whiteness and you think that's the reason why? Look, even they even turning on Tatum punk ass. Or maybe he made enough money and convinced enough motherfuckers that he was all right to take underground. I don't know. I don't care. Somebody sent me a video. Look, the white people are turning on Officer Tatum. First of all, he's not a fucking officer. Fuck his last name. And fuck anyone around him affiliated with the dumb motherfucker. That's shock therapy, ain't it? Look, I've been on here long enough. I just wanted to throw something out there, pull some of your energy. All right? I'm gonna go ahead and hit a little laundry, get a little something whip up, eat, hit the gym, and see you guys later. All right? If you want to donate, go right ahead. Like I said, we can use it. All right? Appreciate it. What was that? Appreciate that news. Dion, what's up, beloved? Yeah. What was that, Tom? Watch Deep Humor channel on the game YouTube is playing on the viewers. Oh, yeah, that's what they do. Yeah, that's what they are. Yeah, because it's stupid. Even then, the so-called Spanish language is manipulated. Yeah, I know. I pointed out, say, yeah, I know it's manipulated. See, it's all right if you speak Spanish. There's nothing wrong with it, but don't call yourself a fucking, Hebrews. Why would you call yourself a fucking language? Call yourself Spanish, but identity called Spain. Well, that's Mallorca, Bahama, all them different kinds, and Spain. That's a place. They're talking about New Spain, like they said, New Amsterdam, all this little fake shit. What is the origin? But is those the terms? No. You could tell people who know the past and those people who've just been getting a pass because most people are ignorant to the truth. Over here, we use, do you speak Creole, patois, and da-da-da-da-da. You got motherfucking people claiming to be African, talking about their Cameroon. They don't know the Maroons are indigenous people to the motherfucking Americans, not from over there. But because you have people who are too stupid to know better, Guyana, Guyanese, this, that, and all that, they have no fucking clue why we growing beards. When the documents show the majority of niggas around the world come from fucking here. Displacement's a bitch. And the majority of them have no fucking clue because they're being misled by the same monkeys that were Cabbage Patch. What the fuck? Or those who just decided because, you know, if I come over here, we mon chéri, I'm gonna give you a 2,000 acres, and I'm gonna fit you with all kind of rubles and deniers and dollars and yes, and we're gonna make you a multi-millionaire, and your family will live forever free. Whether you want to be a gay privans or you want to be whatever you want to be. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna need you to be very silent. Not bad for French, huh? A little fucked up little French. But anyway, that happens all the time. They just make it with the dumbest and the wrongest motherfuckers. Damn, they're stupid. Then you got the greasy little low-life motherfucker. Let me get it. Let me get it. I want to get it. Can I get it? Will I? You know the familiar shit. Let me get it. You should wish for such an outcome. We got to go take care of some business. I appreciate y'all donating and help us out. Appreciate it. Me and T-Bone right there. You see him? Tell him what's up, Cry. He over there working on some stuff, take care of some stuff. But anyway. Someone knows they didn't exist because someone said something. Yeah, Tom. And you said a beautiful thing. Someone. Ain't the body amazing how it can move and shit? I enjoy this shit.